We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. Darnay Holmes now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. When you look at the Saints defense, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Fights off the defender. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10. At about the 32. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
From the gun, it's Carr. This one taken in by Olave. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Now Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. The Saints at 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. These guys running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Carr going to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're, for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now Carr again. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Holmes returning from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Taylor will throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. outside handoff. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
When you look at the Saints defense,
this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for it in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
On 3rd down, Taylor. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a 43-yard punt. 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Here comes the Saints punter now.
And back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson.
And he fields it cleanly. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Buying time to his left. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Up the middle with Barkley. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Okay, ready? Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Here's Taylor. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Taylor looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On play action, it's Carr. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
93. Hey, 734.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Across midfield down to the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long, and hope someone would come free.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Kamara up the middle.
Deontay Banks there on the stop.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Kamara. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. Olave motioning to the left.
Touchdown!
Chris Olave.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Holmes returning from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
On first down, it's Taylor.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2 yards to go, second down. A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go, here we go.
On second down, Taylor. He dumps it off to Barkley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
From midfield, here's Carr. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Carr. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw is Carr. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Carr to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Deontay Banks with it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Carr now on first down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and a yard.
They run off tackle right with Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, Carr.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Kamara out of the pistol.
49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
The field goal would have been a pretty decent length, but I'm still kind of surprised they didn't kick it.
Yeah, I know, because you think you take the 3 there, trust him, but at the same time, if you can't pick up a few inches in this situation, you probably don't deserve to win.
He's got it in, complete, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Holmes returning from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor.
Completed to Hyatt.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now it's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jackson. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Taylor. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he has now gotten into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. Your little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Holmes returning from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Darnay Holmes.
He will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
What now?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave.
So the pitch and catch good for 11, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley. Taking it right down Broadway. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 71 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Boswell for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41.
The slant complete to Michael Thomas.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Carr now to throw.
He completes it to Olave.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Now 1st and goal. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Holmes returning from his end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Taylor.
To Barkley on the check down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one Mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Taylor.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively. And then there he goes left side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Again, it's Kamara.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Saints, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.